time to finish the Wreckfest career mode. Okay, let's do this one as the first event. Okay, in a school bus and just have to race against other school buses. This should be fun. Let's go on to the inside of the oval here, passing as many buses as I can. Up to 10th place after the first lap, but let's try to overtake some more opponents in this corner. Okay, up to 7th and some more by taking a tighter line. Okay, just one position up. Really cut this a bit. There we go, up to 4th. Then let's try to overtake these remaining buses here. Okay, up 3rd. This blue one next. Wasn't quite able to hit the white one, but oh well, still got up to 2nd. And time to overtake the last one. Okay, there we go. Nice hit on them. And then to the next corner. We should be able to get into first position like that. Now just have to keep it there for the remaining laps. And there we go, an easy first place finish. Wasn't the most exciting of races, but functioned as a good warm-up round. And some points for the championship. Okay, I think I'll do this one next since we get a nice reward car. So I have to upgrade one of my cars to A level to participate, so let me do that. We're going to see if I can upgrade the rocket to A class. Unfortunately not, everything is already upgraded to the max. Let's try the rammer. Okay, there we go. So let's go try that challenge now. Well, I should have looked more carefully because I need a Road Slayer type car, which I don't have, and I just spent all my money on upgrade, so well, let's do a racing series then. Okay, a simple oval race, this shouldn't be too hard. So quite a few laps at this point of the career mode, so it's going to be fun. Would just have to survive the couple of first laps and get to the front. That's going to be the tactic, I think. Once at front, just have to be careful to maintain that position. There's some crashing going on in front, which means some positions up to 2nd. Just this guy to overtake. And there we go. A bit of a bump from the back to help us. Oh, well, that doesn't help. But not too much of a loss. Can easily make up these positions back. Like so. Oh, come on, getting overtaken and pushed into the wall. That's not nice. Okay, some positions to try to gain back, but thankfully we have a lot of time since the number of laps is so high. Okay, there we go, another position gained up to 4th now, or back up to 4th. Catching up, back here, 3rd position there. There we go, up to 2nd now. No idea which one of these is the leader, but let's hope it was that one that crashed, and it was, so up to 1st now. Then just have to be careful not to crash on my own. Just 2 laps remaining, so taking it easy. Just avoid everyone here and crossing the finish line in 1st. Okay, next race, a dirt track. This should be fun. Good start there. Well, not the best, but decent. Just try to get by here. Come on. Bit stuck in the middle of the pack there, but... Okay, there we go, and... Going on the wrong lane. There we go, okay, taking the banking quite aggressively there. That's not the way to do it. Okay, well... This is not going well so far, but let's hope most people get crashed out on the straight there. That way I can just get a good position by just surviving. Yeah, lot of action happening here. Okay, and on my side, well. Okay, back on my wheels and immediately getting crashed into. How fun. Well, in 21st place, so that's not too good. Some positions to try to gain back, but again, as I said, this straight here is fun because a lot of people crash here, meaning a lot of people will get taken out, which means I can gain positions by just trying to survive. There we go, 2 positions, just like that. And another 2 out of nowhere, good. Yeah, thankfully there's a lot of laps here, which helps with the survival strat. And few more there, or just 1 more actually. Well, okay, no, few more, since we just got into 13th and 12th there. Yep, okay, back into the top 10 already, that's good. And up to 7th, quite a good comeback drive already. And that guy just flipped, which means 6th place. Oh, that's a car in the way. And 5th position. Guess someone on the straight was ahead of me, but not anymore. Lot of crashed cars here at this point, so need to be mindful of those. And up to 4th place. Oh, some cars there. Okay, up to 3rd. Let's go. And this car in front of me is for position, so just have to pass. Okay, let's try it here. There we go. Up to 2nd place. Only a 2nd gap to the 1st place car, so should be able to take that as well in the remaining laps. Okay, and up. Spinning around. They get going back up quickly. Well, some time lost there to the leader, which is unfortunate. Let's just hope they get unlucky here with the crashed cars. Well, last lap, let's see what we can do. Pretty happy with 2nd, even if we don't get past, because I was like maybe last at 1 point, so this has already been quite a good recovery drive. Okay, yeah, not going to get past and dropping to 3rd. Unfortunate there, but what can you do? Still pretty happy with that, a podium finish. There we go. Okay, a figure of 8 track, this should be fun as well. Oh, bit of a late start from me. Good, we can overtake quite a lot of cars in the first corner here by just sticking to the inside. Like that, there we go. Good position gains. And then just sneak past there up to 3rd place and brake late there, crash into the leader and take 1st place. Now just have to be careful when crossing that point, not to crash into cars there. There was a good gap there. Have to look at the mini-map every now and then to make sure it's safe to cross. Okay, not too bad of a crash. Spin around here and drop to 2nd, not too bad. Be easy to get back. Out of the way, please. Okay, one of these 3 cars is the leader, which I have to pass. Let's hope they crash in the middle here. Okay, yeah, that was quite bad. And no, didn't pass the leader there. They're quite far ahead, but okay, dropping quite quickly, so they probably crashed. Okay, should focus on the road ahead. Okay, now it's just that wagon that is ahead of me. Let's try to get past. Late break into here. Crash into them a bit for no reason really, because that was a horrible line, but still managed to get past somehow. So whatever, it worked. Dang it. That didn't go well. Drop to third. Okay, well, second. Quite damaged. I don't think I can take any more hits, so have to be really careful now. Then 3 cars ahead of me, one of them being the leader. Let's see what I can do. Okay, there we go. That was the leader, so back to first and 3 laps remaining. Okay, there we go. Last crossing, and there we go. Crossing the finish line in first. Okay, this is the nice loop circuit, so this is going to be fun. Ease and start once again. Let's go past as many people as we can. The first corner. Into the loop we go. Oh, careful there. And up into first place already. That's good. Oop. Okay, well, that's suboptimal there. But still didn't slow me down too much, so then here a fight for the lead going to the corner. They dropped a bit, but should be able to get a better line through here now. And just have to watch out for these jumping cars there. And into the loop once again. This guy really sticking close. Not wanting to give up first place. I'm going to take the ramp here this time like them. To avoid the cars. And a nice dive bomb there up to the lead. Ooh, that was not good. Okay. There we go, remembered what my reset button was. Drop to third, so let's do some racing. Ooh, that was close. Well, up to first place, no idea where the 2 leading cars went, but I'm not complaining. Ooh, obstacles there. Ooh, that was close to disaster. Okay, landed on top of a car there. That's not good. Okay, lost first place once again. Time to try to get that back. Okay, there's first place. Let's see what I can do. Okay, he was sliding there a bit, so give me an opportunity to pass them in the first corner like that. And here we go, another first place finish. Okay, time for another dirt track. This should be quite fun as well. And into the first corner. Let's see what happens here. Decent. Okay, up to fifth here. And up the jump, and not too much oncoming traffic yet. Okay, up to first here. Okay, there's my main competitor, it seems. Let's try to spin him out like that. I've pulled up quite a good gap to second place at this point. Because they've not been able to avoid the crashes here. Come on, let me go. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. Okay, reset quickly here. Drop to 6 there, thanks to that. Well, that was interesting. Have some positions to try to get back now. Well, there we go, up to 4th already. There we go, over to that one for 3rd. And there we go, back into 1st place, like that. Pretty easy to do comebacks like that, thanks to the unpredictability of this track. Thanks to all of the crashed cars in the middle here and the oncoming traffic like that. Okay, good. The 1st place crashed again, so back to 1st after being 2nd for a bit. What happened there? That was interesting. Well, still have somehow managed to survive up to the last lap in 1st place. Okay, just have to survive this jump now. And this straight to the finish line to get 1st place once again. Okay, another oval, but this time with a bit of a twist that we're going to see after the 1st banked corner. So this is this layout where there's this tight U-turn at the end. It's always fun to try to get through in the 1st lap. Okay, there we go, up to 4th place after that. There we go. Now just have to avoid the oncoming traffic. Okay, well, there we go. Well, nah. That wasn't too good. Oh, what a mess. What a mess there. Well, 9th place. Let's see. We'll still be able to get back into the lead this many laps, and the opponents here tend to crash quite a lot on the straight and wreck each other. Okay, let's see if we can gain some positions here now. Yep, a few if I wouldn't crash to the oncoming traffic myself as well. Okay, quite a spin from that guy, which means 3rd place for us. Just overtake this car into the tight corner. Well, thankfully that crashed car didn't slow me down too much. Now just one car in front of me to overtake, and we are in the lead. Oh, we are in the lead already, didn't even notice. I suppose they crashed in the straight. Ooh, okay, that was not good, but thankfully spun around in a way that I'm facing forwards. Ooh, that was big crash there. Oh, almost did it again. Okay, there we go. So that means another race win. Second to last race of this series and another dirt track. This should be fun. And another bad start from me. Over the jumps here. Notching that guy out of the way a bit. And let's go over the jump line here. Try to be careful about the landing, keep it in control. And already in 2nd place after the 1st lap. Let's see when I can take this leading car. Well, not sure what he was doing there, so... And, well, of course I also mess up. Quick reset, and we are in 3rd place. Well, 5th now. 4th. Okay, 3rd there. There was some guy crashed in the corner. Now a bit more carefully through here. And getting into 1st place thanks to actually taking that carefully. Now just have to keep this. What's happening here? Carefully. Not like that. Okay, let's get out of here. Back onto the main track. Well, that's not a good way to take that corner. Dropping to second place there, unfortunately. Would be decently easy to overtake for the lead again. So nice not to be able to see anything on the jumps thanks to the bonnet coming up. Yeah, no visibility when going over jumps, that's fun, but well, we somehow got first place there, so not complaining. Okay, well, messing up here, thanks to not being able to see where I'm going over the jumps. And in this corner, we are able to pull off the overtake. Oh, what is happening? Well, that wasn't it. Still in second place and only 2 laps of time still to overtake, so this is gonna be tight. Be quite smooth through everything here now if I want to get that first place. We're on the last lap after all. Oh well, I suppose not. I think he crashed there, so that means first place for us now. The gap is growing quite quickly, so have nothing to worry about anymore. Just have to cross the finish line in first place. And to finish off this racing series, we are on a nice big oval, so this should be pretty simple. Into the first corner, taking the inside line here and seeing if I can get past some cars. There we go, up to 6th after the first corner. Let's see what we can do after the second one. Sliding a bit too much. And first lap completed there in 5th position. Taking quite a sharp line through here to pass up to second. Well, okay, drop to third there now. Should be able to pass up to second pretty easily here. Like that. Now just have to catch up to the first place car. I'll just take this a bit sharper and catch up and almost get past, so just mess his corner up like that. And we are in first place, and watch out for that wagon. And now just have to keep this first place, which basically on an oval like this means watch out for crashed cars and don't mess up your own driving lines. And on to the last lap. Hasn't been too eventful since I took the lead, thankfully. And out of the corner and crossing the line in first place. That's good. And some more nice points for the championship. Only one race where I didn't finish first, so that's good. Now that I have some money, I can do this challenge, so let's go buy the car. Oh, this is the car I need. Let's buy it. First, let's give it a paint job. Okay, that looks good. Going to go with that. Now, time to see what upgrades I can get with the limited budget I have. Okay, well, there we go. No budget left anymore, so that is what we have to use now for the challenge. Oh, this is going to be quite interesting, since, of course, as these challenges go, the opponent's car is much faster, so we'll have to use some interesting tactics to stay in the lead. Thankfully, a good start was enough to get the lead. Really have to focus here now, so probably not going to do too much commentary while I'm in the lead. Okay, he's got up to me, he's trying to push me out here. And it's working, keep it going. There we go, still in the lead somehow after that. Not sure how. Have to be really careful here and do some very defensive driving. Somehow need to manage to keep this up for 6 whole laps. That's going to be quite difficult, but let's see if I can manage. Okay, he's got up to me again. Slow down for this corner, into the wall too badly. Okay, well, here he is trying to take the lead, but let's try to spin him out or crash him somehow. Okay, that's not good. Well, still in the lead. Somehow, again, halfway done, so let's see what I can do here. Oh, he crashed very badly there. Okay, now just chance to build up quite the gap. But that gap now gives me some breathing room, but still need to be almost perfect here to keep the lead. The faster sections especially is where he will catch up quite quickly. There we go on the 4th lap. It's probably the hardest I've focused in any race in this game. Okay, second to last lap now. Still in the lead. The gap is shrinking. Okay, on to the last lap, still in the lead. So just not going to try to not mess this up. Okay, good. He crashed in the corner there again. Gives me some breathing room for this last lap. Okay, here we go through the last corner. Very carefully here. On to the finish straight, and soon I'll be across the finish line in first place like that. Ooh, that was a difficult challenge. There we go, some points for the championship, and more importantly, unlock the Road Slayer GT. So let's tune this up now. First a paint job. There we go, happy with that. And don't really have any budget for any good upgrades, but let's see what we can do. Probably just going to change up some visual stuff mostly. Okay, there we go. I think I'm done with this now. Well, let's do this race to try out the new car. Okay, so this is just a heat race, so have to qualify for the next heat, and then the final race I need to worry about winning. There we go, out of the red positions, so to say. Oh, try to not do anything too dumb here. That way we get into the other heat. Wouldn't be too big of a problem to do well in this car, since this is quite fast. And well, there we go, up to first anyways, even though don't really need it at this point, but of course it's always fun to finish in first place. Okay, there we go, quite the easy win for that first heat. Okay, should be easy now since we are starting from the front of the pack. There we go, first lap done without any problems. Okay, coming up to some lapped traffic here, just need to be careful. Quite a bit of lapped traffic here that I need to be careful around, so that they don't mess up my race. And there we go, survived the last lap pretty easily in first place. And here we go across the line once again in first place. Now time for the final round. Will be hopefully as easy as the previous round to finish first. And first lap down easily without any problems. Oh well, that was a bit of a mistake, but thankfully there's a massive gap to second place, so mistake like that doesn't cost too much, thankfully. And there we go, halfway point. And got spun around pretty nicely. Still in first place, thankfully. And on to the last lap. Avoid all of the crashed cars there once again, and off the track. Quick reset. Have like a 40-second lead there, so doesn't matter. Just through the final corner onto the straight and across the line to finish in first place. 200 more points for the championship. Pretty easy to win all of those with the new car. Was worth doing that challenge for this. Yeah, I feel like doing another longer racing series, so let's do this. As for the car, I'm going with my highest rated one, the Boomer RS. Okay, first race of another long racing series. This will be hopefully fun. Decent start there, and then just let's see what we can do here. And up into first place already. Thankfully these racers are a bit shorter. Again, thanks to the lower lap count. Oh, come on, what are you doing? Well, some places lost because of that, but as I was saying, thankfully there's a lower lap count for these races, so they aren't as long as the other racing series I did. Well, up into the lead once again. Well, almost that one guy trying to get past on the finish straight, but thankfully we accelerate a bit faster. And now just need to drive carefully to keep this lead, as with any other race. And there we go on to the finish straight across the line in first. Easy race. And on to the next race. Let's try to get a good start here. Yeah, pretty decent. Then try to remember where the track goes and push some cars out of the way and get into the lead. Then just try to keep this lead or keep this first place. And here we go, crossing the finish line for another easy first place. And here we go, third race. Let's try to keep the first places coming. Past everyone here into the first corner. There we go, and just these two left. There we go, crash them out a bit, use the banking to make that corner, and we are in first place. The wagon pushing through there, but going wide as a result, so easy switch back to first place. And across the finish line for yet another easy first place. Well, try to do that once again, of course, for this race. Decent start there, and onto the inside here, and past everyone in the first few corners here. Push them out of the way if need be. Well, I got pushed this time, so that's 20th, or that's probably last place for us in this race. Come on, I could get the car pointed in the right direction. Well, let's see what we can do with the 3 laps here after that catastrophe. Few cars here. Taking an interesting line through, but managing to get some positions back. And up in the inside that corner, and passing some cars on the straight here as well, thanks to our superior acceleration and speed. And braked way too late for that corner again. Well, up to 11th here now. And brake quite late once again. Not optimal. Well, off the track reset and back to 20th position. That's bad. Well, some people there crashing and crashing them out as well, but doesn't really help because that slowed me down as well. Well, this race isn't going well, to say the least. Have to do some miraculous work in the remaining laps here, or the remaining lap of this and the last lap. Come on, out of the way, please. Slowed me down quite badly. See what positions I can claw back in the last lap here. Be able to get at least a few. Not if I keep doing that kind of stupid stuff. The winner already across the finish line. Let's try to get past these two people at least for the finish line. And not even able to do that. Well, that was a disaster of a race for me. 15th place. Well, over the halfway point of this series, let's try to do a bit better in this race compared to the last. Pass these cars properly this time. I think I'm taking this line then. Okay, up to third place, just these two cars to pass. And pass the leader there pretty easily. Okay, now just have to drive smart. Don't want to mess this up. And as I say that, I go way too long to the runoff area there. Well, let's see how many places did I lose. 8th place here. Well, let's try to get back into the lead. So, next time remember to brake a bit earlier for that corner. Okay, up to 4th here. And I can see the 3 leading cars, so hopefully we'll be able to overtake them the next lap here. Quite difficult to judge the braking point there, and I could find the correct gear, come on. But hard to judge the braking point on coming off the straight there. Okay, just this wagon. Get past. Nice. Fast entry into that corner to get by. And that was already the last lap, so this time I can actually just keep the pedal down until the finish line there. And another first place, thankfully. Well, another race, and hopefully this will be a bit easier. And getting pushed into the wall already. Middle of a pack of cars here. Which isn't too optimal, come on, please. And I think I'm in for a repeat of that disaster of a race, probably. Except if I can drive really well here. And not do that into the hairpins. Oh, which way? And another car in the way. Around quickly this time. And yeah, 22nd position. Not good at all. Still close to a pack of cars here, so would be able to make up some positions at least. Like that, okay, up to 14th, thankfully. That guy out of the way, and up to 13th, and using that guy to brake a bit for the hairpin, but still messing it up somehow. They get past there, and we are in the top 10 now, 8th place. Let's see what we can do on the last lap. The chicane a bit there. Up into 7th. The gravel a bit. Dive bomb in the hairpin like so. And messing up the last corner, of course. Dang it. And lost all of those positions. And in 13th place now. 14th, dang it. Well, that was another disaster of a race. Well, hopefully we'll be able to do a bit better than the last one again. Want to get stuck at the start, because that means it's be quite impossible to recover. Okay, that works. Up to 2nd, just this one car to pass to the tight hairpin. Okay, down a gear. And just pure speed should be able to get past, but pushing him off the track doesn't hurt. And now we are in first place with clean track in front that I still managed to mess up somehow. Okay, coming up to the finish line here in first place, thankfully. Okay, last race. Let's try to do well here. Hopefully don't mess up the beginning here, because that will be the result that will result in me finishing quite low if I get stuck here badly. Thankfully didn't do that, and we are in 5th place. Well, that was close to disaster, but thankfully wasn't, so we are in 3rd place and that's the wagon and the other car to get into 1st place. And there we go across the line to finish 1st in the last race. A good amount of points for the championship once again, but unfortunately lost quite a few points because of those few disasters of a race. Well, let's do this big rig racing one. Something fun for a change from the normal racing. And let's do a paint job on the truck. There we go, happy with that. Okay, well, racing some trucks, so this should be quite fun. Let's try to get a good start there, like so. And it's going to be quite difficult to pass the trucks because there's so much, or there's such limited space on track because of how big the trucks are. So I have to get quite creative here, probably. Well, up to 3rd place already, so that's good. Try to keep it on track. Okay, let's try to catch up to 1st place. Okay, getting close here. Bump him into the corner a bit. Push him off the track, and that means 1st place for us after the 1st lap is done. So now just need to drive cleanly to keep this 1st place. Okay, through the last corner here easily onto the finish straight, hanging up to 4th gear and finishing in 1st place. A good 100 points for the championship. Let's do this event next. Only derby car I have is this, so gonna be interesting. Maybe let's throw some upgrades into this. Okay, let's see if we can survive this demolition derby. Going to do the tactic of avoiding big hits at the start to save up some health, and then at the end with few opponents remaining go in for some wrecks. At the start I'm just going to let everyone else in the middle there damage each other. Okay, low health car, there we go, 1st wreck. Another low health car there, a nice head on to wreck him. I see another low health car there that we can wreck. Well, I think the other guy got them first, but at least achieved the damage target. Okay, this guy is at low health, so big hit there to wreck them and achieving the 3 wrecks required for the target. Okay, there we go, another wreck. Only 9 opponents remaining. Okay, well, there's a group of cars, so just slam into them. This guy has quite a lot of health, so let's fix that. Okay, let's get this guy. There we go. And wreck that guy. Good. Just 2 opponents left. Pretty easy to get them, like so. And just the last opponent there. Hit them in the rear, and that's 1st place for us with 8 cars wrecked. Pretty good. And an easy 200 points for the championship. Well, let's do this double-decker event next. Quickly going to give this a paint job. Like so. Okay, so another demolition derby, going to use the same technique as the last one. Just need to wreck 3 opponents, shouldn't be too bad. Let's do a hit here. And Shunt that guy. There's a guy here. We can probably do so. There we go, first wreck. Ooh, big hits there. And upside down, so quick reset, and there's a low health car that I missed because they're getting hit. Ooh, that was an easy wreck there in front of us. There we go, head on that. There's a guy on his side, low on health. There we go. 3 opponents wrecked, so that's that challenge completed. Now I can just focus on keeping that first position that I've managed to get. Do some big hits, and there we go, we are wrecked, but no worries, in this format we can just reset or respawn. There we go, another wreck done, up to 5. That car we are able to wreck, up to 6 now, or up to 6 wrecks now. Running out of time here, so let's try to finish off with a good hit here and there, nice. And probably last hit there on the underside of a car. Yeah, there we go. A good demolition derby event. Easy 100 points for the championship. Now I think it's time to do another long racing series. And of course going to take the highest rated car. Okay, 6 lap long races, which is a bit annoying. Hopefully on a bit shorter tracks. Well, up to first place already, so let's try to keep that and across the line to win this race. Second race, let's try to make it as easy as the first one. Get past many cars here, even lifting that guy up on my front. We go already second place. Okay, the leader messing up quite badly, which means first place for us. Okay, well, that guy getting past me just on speed alone, but crashing him helps me keep the first place. Ooh, that's bad. I'm going 3 straight on. And getting crashed quite heavily. That's not fun. A quick reset, and let's see how much we can recover here. Still have 4 laps of time to do something. Oh, and crashing the back of that car. Not really helpful. And another car. Put at least back to the top 10 if I can manage to keep the car on the road. And messing up that corner badly. And that as well. Not really my type of track, this one. Well, back into the top 10 we go. And getting bumped from behind, of course. Dropping to 15th place. Fun. Okay, past 1 car there at least. Okay, past few cars there that had crashed. And past that wagon that crashed, so up to P10 once again. And messing up this corner again. Oh, come on. And that guy messing me up. Having to reset and back into P15 because of course this race not going too well. Well, past few cars there. Okay, let's try to overtake that car to P10. At least we finish in the top 10. Or not if he pushes me into another tree. Dang it. Oh, that's my wheel gone as well. And in critical damage, well, let's try to get to the finish line at least so we don't DNF this race. Only 3 health left here. Really need to be quite careful to finish this. Well, at least not gonna be last, which is always something, even though P16 is not too desirable, but still managed to survive this mess of a race. So there we go. At least finished it. Let's try to do a bit better here. This long racing series is really tiring me out, as you can probably notice. Up the inside there and sliding way too much. Come on. Oh, are you serious? Well, somehow still managing to keep it going. Come on. So hard to keep it going straight when everyone just wants to crash into you. That's really the reason why you want to get into the lead as soon as you can to avoid other cars. Forgetting to even commentate about anything I'm doing here. Up to P9 at least after the first lap here. And into the wall to make that corner, but up to P7. And get past there by some cars. Up to P3 now, so that's good. Okay, slow down, brakes. Make this corner. Some cars coming there, and of course I hit one. How else? Well, halfway point coming soon here. So, and in P4, see if we can make that P3. Crash that wagon out and try to stay on the road like that. And back in P3, that's good. Okay, up to P2 there. Because of some guys crashing. Don't think I'm going to be able to catch up to P1 here. He's 10 seconds ahead unless he messes up. A lot of crashed cars here to avoid. And okay, including in those crashed cars was the leader, so that's P1 for us. Okay, and coming across the line in first place. Halfway point, 4th race of this series. Let's see what we can do here. I really want to get the lead as soon as I can. Want to avoid any more disasters like that. Well, another one of these races. Last place. Good start, good start. Let's see what we can do. Out of the way, please. Push that guy out. And watch as the other cars crash on their own. Okay, already back to the top 10, 9th position. And some cars crashing there, so 6th position. The last corner, let's see if we can this guy out. Nope. Well, let's dive bomb to this corner and get P5. Another tight corner entry there to pass those two cars up to P2. Slowly catching up to P1 here. See where I can try to make a move to pass them. There we go, pretty easily, just getting by just being faster and with a cleaner line. And now just have to keep the first place for the remaining laps. And on to the finish straight to finish this race in first place, thankfully. So 4 races done, just 4 races remain. Let's see what we can do in this race. As for position, of course aiming for first place. Trying to be really careful in the middle of the cars there. Don't want repeats of those other incidents. Okay, up to P2 here and should be able to take P1 in this corner. See if we can get up to faster speed than that guy to get P1. Corner there that I somehow managed to make it. Messed up that corner, so lost a few positions going to the start straight. Okay, that guy cartwheeling there, so P3. And these guys crashing out here, so we can take advantage of that and go into P1. Okay, there's a crossing there and came quite close to crashing. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I think that was second place there, thankfully, which also crashed. So keeping the lead. Messing up the last corner quite a bit. Well, that was dumb. My tiredness really showing there. So I have to be happy with second place there. Bad way to end that. Okay, well, let's see how we do in this race. Hopefully won't mess it up in the last moment like that last race. Try to get into the lead as soon as I can here. Okay, landing on top of a few cars there. Interesting technique to overtake them. But that does mean first place for us now. Just have to remember how this track goes. I'm losing few places because of that mistake. There we go, like that. Okay, first lap done and in first place. And there we go across the line in first once again. Okay, time for the second to last race of this series. Hopefully I can do good here as well. And of course getting spun out at the start. Quick reset and we are last place pretty much. Well, 23rd, so not quite last. Let's see if we can do a good recovery drive here. A good pack of cars here. See how many we can overtake here. Okay, up to P9. Okay, first lap and in P8. Well, P7 thanks to that guy crashing. And P5 now because a few more cars crashed there. Getting pushed wide. But thankfully that wagon spun around, but so did I. So that means another reset and some positions lost. It's annoying. hopefully the cars in front doing whatever that is, so I can overtake them. Okay, there we go, up to P3 or P2 even, because of few crashed cars. Okay, bit of a hit on them. And we go past to P1 and crossing the finish line to win this race as well. Finally, it's the time for the final race of this series. I will try to not mess it up. Of course, saying that, we will see what happens. Yep. That was expected for the first corner, but took that better than few other times that's happened. There we go. P4 after that mess. That guy not really helping me there, and being bumped quite hard. Quick reset there to get out of the trees. And getting some unwanted boost from behind. 12 drop to P12 now. So once again have to recover some positions or try to. It's thankfully easy if cars in front crash. And up to P4 at this point. They take a sharp inline line through there to get up to P1 even, because first place had spun out in the middle of the track, it seemed. Now it's just a question of keeping this first place. And on to the finish start straight, crossing the line in first to win the last race. A nice amount of points for the championship from that grueling race series. Let's do this one as a bit of a break from the races. This should be a fun demolition derby. Normal cars against this truck, so should be no problem. Already achieved the damage target, that's good. There we go, first opponent wrecked. There's the second one. Somehow jumped over everyone there, but got a wreck in that mess. There's an easy target to wreck there, up to 4 now. And this guy, not quite enough speed to wreck them, but this guy is an easy wreck to achieve the target of wrecking 5 opponents. Let's wreck this car easily there without losing any health on our own end. Small hit on them to wreck that car. Just 2 SUVs left, so first wreck that one. And where's the last one remaining? There. Small head on there to finish him off. First place and 9 opponents wrecked. Not bad. A very easy 200 points for the championship from that. Just 600 more points to go to finish this championship, so let's do this race series that at max can give us 600. Let's take the Road Slayer GT. Okay, so some longer races once again, 12 laps, but thankfully on shorter tracks and on tracks that it's a bit easier to win, because all the opponents will wreck each other, like on this figure of 8 track. And also having a very fast car makes this easy. Thankfully we did that challenge to win this car early. Bit of a traffic jam there, let's get by simply and crashing the crossing and getting a head on there. Not really the most optimal way to do that. But as I said in the beginning, we have a good amount of laps here. Take that back and it's going to be easy, because many of the cars in front will just crash. And there we go, a big pile up there, which means second place, and just that car to... Oh, that wasn't even first place. Okay, well, still need to catch up to first place, which is somewhere. Okay, first place crashed there, so we can easily take that position. And crashed at the middle once again. Unfortunate. The timing. Could get to do some racing once again. Only dropped to fourth position, well, third now, because I overtook that wagon. Okay, I bombed this yellow car to take second place, and the first place car needs to get unlucky if I want to overtake them. Well, they apparently did get unlucky because I'm in first place now. And here we go, first race of this series won. Okay, so an oval race now. This should be pretty easy. Let's try to get up some positions at the start here. Avoid crashing ourselves. Of a traffic jam here, as expected from lap 1. Able to keep my car going. Okay, try to find some free track in the middle of this pile-up. There we go, first lap and up to P9. The back of cars here that I can try to overtake. Okay, sharp line into the corner. Okay, good. Crashing cars there, so easy overtakes. Two cars in front of me fighting, so spinning out both of them and getting past. Let's push that guy out of the way like that and up to third. Okay, good. Next car crashed in front of me, so that's P2. Okay, so this next car in front is first place, so just past him to take the lead of the race. That's good. Watching out for the wrecked cars and crossing the line in first to win that race. Okay, third race and a smaller oval. Would be quite fun as well. Bit quicker compared to the big oval. Easy overtakes in the first corner. And in the second as well. Up to fourth place and should be pretty easily able to get past these remaining cars. Second place there and spin out first position to take it for ourselves. Now just have to keep this going for the remaining laps. And here we go, crossing the line to win this race as well. Okay, halfway point done onto a figure of 8 track. Put a bit of a bigger one this time. Should be just as fun though. Okay, some cars getting into the way there. Oh well, didn't get too stuck there, so that's good. Keeping the going steady and making up some places here. Okay, up to P3 there. Just 2 more cars to pass, and thankfully the leader got crashed into, so that makes us the leader now. Just have to watch out for the cars in the middle. Now myself. Okay, well, decently smooth 360 there. Didn't lose too much time. Ooh, crashed into a car there, but didn't lose too much from that, thankfully. No positions, lost one last crossing and Another pretty easy race win. Second to last race now. Let's hope this goes as well as the other ones. Passing quite a few cars by taking the inside line. Watch out for the chaos of this first turn around the tight corner. There we go, got out of it pretty easily. Up to third place already. Just 2 cars in front to overtake. That should be pretty easily done with just some good driving here. And as I say that, I follow the line of the guy that crashes into a wall, but still managed to overtake. Well, not yet, but now managed to overtake both. So first place after the first lap, that's pretty good. Now just the challenge of watching out for the oncoming traffic here. That's always a fun challenge on this track. Well, that was a massive head-on. Thankfully only lost 1 position because of that. And going to be pretty easily able to overtake this car in front, hopefully. Not if I do that. Well, still second place, so that's good. But now I have to hope that the car in first place crashes. And it seems like they have, because I'm now in first place. Well, that was a massive head-on once again. Couldn't lose the position though, thankfully. We are about to finish the second to last race in first position. Time for the last race of this racing series and of career mode, hopefully, if I've calculated the points correctly, which I think I should have. Put on the big oval once again, so this should be a easy race to do well in. Already in third place, catching up to second and first, who are fighting and smashing the wall a bit, so easy overtake there. And now just need to keep this position, which is thankfully pretty easy on an oval track. Just need to keep the driving lines consistent. And time to cross the finish line in first place for the last race of this series. All races won, which means a total of 600 points, the max from this series, and getting those points means we have completed the World Masters Championship. And completing the World Master Championships means that I have completed the career mode